Hello all, Dr. Groovy here. That's right, from GroovyMusicLessons.com. Yes, it is Dr. Groovy now. I got my PMS in Guitarology, or my LSD, or whatever it was. Anyway, today to do a video I've already done before, but just because people are too lazy to do a search on the channel, a lot of people are wondering, hey Scott, should I take all the strings off of my guitar at the same time when I change strings? What about my rosewood fretboard? What do I do about that thing? How do I take care of it? Blah blah blah. So my whammy is still working, so it's actually floating. Okay, so what about if you take all the pressure off there and you got to put something underneath there so it won't kill the guitar? Well, let's answer all those questions real quick, shall we? Okay, that's your whammy bar. Get rid of that thing. Okay, now I just got this guitar yesterday and it is in need for a string change. Why? Because they have the Dario strings on it. So they are dead as hell. So we're going to put some Elixir polywebs on here and make it great for the next 10 years. Okay? I'm going to try not to take too long today. Okay, so what happens when I got here to play this, I noticed, man, it plays great up here on the first couple frets. But then it plays like crap here in the middle. But then again, I get back down here on these high frets, it plays great again. So what does that tell me? Now quit being afraid to turn your truss rod. There's no reason to pay anybody. I know there's luthiers out there or guitar people going, no, don't tell them, I have to make a living doing this. Well, I'm here to take that living away. Because you shouldn't pay anybody to do that. It's nuts to pay somebody to do this stupid shit. I mean, there's a manual, for God's sake, in your guitar case. Don't be afraid to turn your truss rod. Okay, you have two different things. This is what is called the relief of a guitar neck. Why? Who gives a shit? So it will either be like mine is right now, where it's playing real good on this end, playing real good on this end, but it's really high in the middle. It takes a lot, you know. You can see this. I'm even showing you on the skinny side. Everybody else can show you on the bass side. Mine happens to be pointing towards the light. So I'm even going on the high E side. There's the first fret. Okay, it looks groovy. You get all the way down here to the 22nd fret. Okay, I'll put it up against me so you have something for it to show. Looks great. But you get in the middle. Okay, that's the 12th fret right there. Look, you can see me clear as a bell through there. You can see how high, look up at my forehead, how high the strings are off the neck. So we need to bring the center of the neck towards the strings. How do you do that? You tighten. So, just take your little Allen wrench, shove it in whatever hole you have, so you tighten it. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So you put it in there, give it a turn. That sounded like a turn. Let me look at it. You can always do the first fret, push it down, push down the last fret, push it down, kind of look at it from the side and see. Well, it looks like it's pretty much level all the way across your neck. That's what you want. You don't want to do it too much, because then it will end up bowing out this way, so that your strings are actually hitting the middle frets and not even touching here, so it's like a seesaw. Okay, so now you play it. Play in the middle. Make sure there's no farting out of the frets. No fret buzz. That sounds like I can actually do a little tiny more. So I'm going to tighten it just one more little amount, like 1/20th of a turn maybe. Now it plays like a flippin' dream. Okay, that's what you're paying somebody 80 bucks to go do. Okay, check it out, kids. Look at my forehead. This is the 12th fret right here. Okay? It plays like a dream. So quit paying people to do that. Okay? If it starts to fart out, fret and fret, you know, when you're doing this, that means you just went too far. Back it up a little bit till it don't do it anywhere, and you're done. Simple as that. That is truss rod adjustment. Don't be afraid of it. You're not going to break anything. Okay, here's the other stuff. And don't pay people to do this either. And don't fall for all the crap that I'm getting ready to dispel for you. People are like, man, yep, they say that I have to see if I can get any better light. As everybody calls this, my dungeon, and there is no light in here. It's probably not my shitty camera. It's just the fact that there is no damn light in this room. So why do I do videos in this room? Because this is where I do everything. Okay, so here's the axe. Okay, people are like, okay, should I take off one string at a time? Especially if they're doing like Floyd Roses and stuff. It's like, no, you have to clean your goddamn guitar. Take them all off. And that's when everybody starts to run for the string winder. Okay, are you guys ready to hear like a million self-professed luthiers or guitar doctors around the world scream their heads off? This is funny. Okay, so they're going to get there and they're going to grab that little string winder and start unwinding. I mean, should you do that? In all actuality, yes, you should. But, just to show you something, that's a maple neck, kids. That's some strong-ass wood. What's going down the middle of it? That thing we just adjusted. A piece of fucking steel. It's truss rod. This guitar, the neck was hanging around for, who knows, maybe years before they ever used it. So there was never any tension on this, and all of a sudden they threw a whole new set of strings on it and added all these major pounds of tension on there. The neck is fine. Put it this way. The guitar is in tune. Okay, time for all the luthiers to scream. That's right. Screw unwinding them. Why should you? Okay, just get in there and clip them bastards. Well, I just saved a whole bunch of time. Man, amazing. Now I just get to push on them, push the strings out the bottom of the guitar, and ta-da, you're ready to roll. Okay, so I have everything. I have the strings hanging here. Guess what you would do? Yeah, you would reach up there and take them off. I'll reach up there and grab every single one of them. Just kind of twist them around. And there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them off the guitar. Okay, so I just saved you about 10 minutes and just proved to you that my guitar did not fall apart. My God, what do we do? Okay, so in order for me to get the strings on this particular guitar, since it's a floating whammy, back out of the guitar, I have to put the whammy kind of in there a turn or two, push down on it so that the back openings will match up with the plastic piece on the back of the guitar, and push down, and there they go, falling out of the guitar. Boink, boink, boink. Yes, you should do this too. Just once, just so you'll get over the fear of all this. Okay, so our strings are gone. Now it's time to clean our guitar. I'm not going to sit here and clean the whole guitar, so you clean your guitar. What's the best thing to use? Water and a rag. Okay, what about that fretboard? Okay, rosewood is the suckiest thing ever invented for fretboards. Look at this. That's shit. If you get a maple fingerboard, it does not look like that. Why? Because it is coated. It is covered in tons of good old polyurethane. So it will never get dirty like this. You can just wipe it off with a clean rag and be fine. But rosewood sucks. At least Rickenbacker got something right. They generally use, I believe, walnut for their fingerboards, but they coated it just same as people do with the maple. And yes, you can have all the frets pulled out of here and have your rosewood fingerboard done up in a nice poly finish too, and you would never have to clean it ever again. Do you need to put oil and all that crap on there? No. I'm going to go fill, my glass with water. Got a water source right behind me. Okay. Coming back. I know I should have filled my glass before I got here, but hey. I didn't. I want to hurry up and get to this. Hey, water. Okay, so no oils, no linseed oil, for God's sakes. You guys ever see a guitar shop where somebody uses linseed oil? And look at the outside of their can when they don't clean the can of that linseed oil. It is full of just crust. It looks like all that eye booger stuff you get in the morning in your eyes, but it's been sitting there for 30 years and it's all caked around that. You don't want that on your guitar. Same with any other kind of oil, lemon oil, any other thing, lighter fluid, all that bullshit is bullshit. All you need is a rag, dunk it in some water. I put my finger in there. See how I'm doing that? Just one finger inside the rag. Let the rag get wet. Okay. Here we go, kids. This is all you need to do to your rosewood fingerboards. Just put it on there and wipe the holy shit out of it and rub it in there. Why? Because it is filthy. That's what rosewood fingerboards do. They are the most worthless fingerboard ever to be made in the world. All the Gibson crap, it sucks to clean flipping Gibson guitars. They use the worst rosewood made with huge pores in it. They just collect more and more and more of your dead skin, dirt, blah blah blah. When you're playing, you are constantly losing skin. And where does it end up? It ends up in the cracks of your rosewood fretboard. Not a good place for it. And then you go playing your guitar strings and everything, your fingers rub it against your fretboard, and then you're rubbing it into the windings of your guitar strings, and it goes dead. So I will go on here saying, yeah, rosewood fingerboards kill your strings probably 20 times quicker than any other wood surface on a guitar, because they collect so much dust. Okay, this just came out of there. Looks like I just fingered my asshole. You don't want that on a guitar. Don't get a rosewood fingerboard. Why did I get one then? Because I can make a lot of money off this guitar now because I bought it for so cheap. And why do all these Gibsons and other have it? Because they're stupid. Why do people buy them? Because it says Gibson on it. Why is that important? I have no idea. Okay, so the guitar is going to sit here and dry now. Now there is one more thing. Pardon me while I show you my ass. And I hope I can find it, because it would be a beautiful, beautiful thing. Dun, 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 dun. Yep, this is where you take a time to take a drink, because I do not edit. Okay, and you'll see everybody bitching about these, the luthiers again. These are great. Everybody's using their damn SOS pads and all that junk. Now, good old little, it's actually a fret eraser. Mine's the number 100 grit type of thing. It's like an eraser. Then you got a little thing like this, looks like a razor blade, fits over your frets thusly. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll make sure you do for a couple of seconds by doing this. Okay. Okay, I'll bring the guitar into frame. And you just put that over your fret, take this eraser, go over top of your fret like this, like this, like this. Put it this way, that quick. Let's see if I can even get those in frame, the ones that I just cleaned, compared to the ones that are actually, look at that right there. Those three compared to the ones I haven't done. Those are rusted. Okay, so get you these. Go to Stu Mac, who I usually don't send anybody to, but these frets are going to look like perfectly new in under a minute. And no stupid Brillo pads or SOS pads to scratch your fretboard. So you just put that over there and you simply wipe this shit off. It erases the crap. So I'm going out like this so you can see me just do this while the water is drying. Now again, if you're sitting there putting oil on your guitar neck, that is loosening up your wood on your guitar neck. Okay, so learn something here. Stay with me. What that does is it allows your frets to fall out of this shitty wood. Okay, because it loosens up your fretboard if you put oil in there. Okay, yeah, even one drop and you spread it across the entire guitar, it still loosens up your fretboard enough to actually make your frets fall out of here. They're hammered in here. So if you actually loosen up your fretboard by doing that, yeah, your frets are going to fall out. So quit listening to morons that tell you to do such things. Yes, I'm calling everybody out on YouTube a moron. Everybody at the Guitar Center is definitely morons who you actually pay money to work on your guitars at Guitar Center. Nope, those people worked at Walmart last week, Pizza Hut the day before. Okay, so we have perfectly clean frets now. Now you just take the dry side of the rag, and that's it. Now, how do you keep your fingerboard from drying out? Just like I told you before, but for those who won't go back in the annals, the anal of my vast experiences here, you simply keep your room at the proper humidity. So at 40% humidity at the least, about 70% at the most, and you either humidify or dehumidify accordingly. Otherwise, don't put anything on your fretboard. Nothing. Just this. I'm just wiping off the stuff so it looks nice and pretty. And you don't want an oily look. You don't want oil on your hands. You don't want that shit. It's sad and gross. Okay, so I got the final little bit of asshole grease out of there. Now I'm just going to restring the guitar after I give it a polish, and all will be good. So that is it. Okay? So once again, me, Dr. Groovy! This is honestly the way to do it. Do your own truss rod work. Do your own work. I have how to set up your guitar on tons of videos on here if you would just search for the damn things. Because it's about 700 videos on the channel now. And again, everybody wants you to pay them for all this. And you could pay somebody upwards of $100 to do what I just did and then put strings on it. Why? There's no reason. And again, yeah, feel free to take all your strings. You can't clean your guitar like that if you don't take them all off. If you have a Floyd Rose and it's sitting way, and you take all the strings off, it's like this, just simply push it down, put like a piece of rag there so you won't harm your guitar underneath the back of the Floyd, and then use something that is like a emery board or a stick or whatever, just anything, and just lay it on top of that rag between the back of your Floyd. Just jack it all the way down like this and let it lay on there so it won't fall back into your guitar, so it's easy to restring later. But right now this guitar, the back of the whammy there is all just tons of pressure against the wood. Is it going to do it? Is it going to crack anything? No, it's fine and dandy. Man, this shit is solid as a rock. Okay, so you saw I took hundreds and hundreds of pounds of pressure off my neck instantly by just chopping the strings off. It's fine. I can let it sit around for a month, not do anything with it, not put strings back on it. It will be fine. You put strings on it, let it sit for a half hour, it will be back to normal. No problem. That's why you loosen the strings to ship them off to somewhere. They're not supposed to be in tune when you get them in the mail. They're not supposed to be. That's why they loosen them up, because different altitudes, pressure levels, they may not pressurize the baggage compartment. Your guitar could break because of too much tension, too much pressure on it. So they loosen the strings. It doesn't matter. That's a solid hunk of tree right there, kids. And again, don't oil this with anything, no lighter fluid, no nothing. Spit works great, but water is better. Again, when you play it, you put natural oils into it, which is great. That's the only oil you need. It's when you play it, and then when you go and wipe it all down like I did, I just shoved some oil down in there. That's all you need. Keep it humidified properly. You don't need anything else. Anybody tells you any different doesn't know shit. Once again, Dr. Groovy, Groovy Music Lessons. That's how it's done. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye.